Before we start losing our minds about the ref again, we've got some exciting news for this week. We're giving away free money for a rugby jersey. So welcome to Cut the KAK, this rugby show for rugby lovers who analyze like coaches and complain like front rowers.
I'm Byron, that is Chad, and today we're diving into last weekend's fixtures. Cards, chaos, and a couple of what game are you watching, ref moments.
Good. But yeah, like I was saying before, because it's nearly Christmas and we'd rather give back to the little community that we have than pay for ads, we're kicking off a giveaway. We're giving away a $150 voucher to Boom for Vintage. Head over to our socials at Cut the KAK. Find the giveaway post, give us a follow, tag a mate who reckons you can do a better job with the whistle, share all those fun things, but the details will be in the caption.
Cool. Right, that's the admin done. Let's get into it. Last weekend's rugby, the big moments, and which opposition should be buying the ref a beer after the game. Let's cut the KAK.
It definitely was like that. There's been, and we've been away for a couple of weeks now, so there's been more than 1 week of just questionable calls, and I don't want to be that podcast that starts off and both of us look in Springbok jerseys giving a referee cut, being stereotypical Springbok fans, but
I don't think it's just us. I don't. It's more than just the South African fans complaining about it now. Did you see Eddie Jones's interview or post-match interview after the Welsh game? Because even he spoke about the Springbok red card. He also spoke about the 3 yellow cards that were in the Wales Japan game. And yeah, it's just so weird. If you look at just the Springbok game, last week's red card is more of a red card than this weekend that just happens red card.
Yeah,
because even the post that went online of Franco Mostert's tackle, you know, when they stop it and they zoom into it, it's hitting his chest, and you can tell it's hitting his chest because his chin is on Franco Mostert's back. So you hear a lot of refs all the time say it started on the chest and it came up, or it started on the shoulder and it came up. But apparently that doesn't matter in certain situations. So like, I don't know. It's the inconsistency that's annoying. It's when does the TMO get involved? When doesn't the TMO get involved? Because there'll be games where TMOs are calling knock-ons, and then there's games where TMOs don't call tackle in the air. Like,
yeah,
someone needs to figure it out. Like, I know they used to have it where the TMO would only look if the ref asked them to look, or if there was like a professional foul, or like proper foul play. And then if there was a try, they would go back. It was like 3 or 5 phases. Other than that, if something happened and the ref missed it, the ref missed it.
Yeah.
But now you have it where some of the TMOs get involved. You have it where some of the TMOs don't get involved. We had that one game a few weeks ago where the TMO was the referee and the referee was just calling what the TMO was saying. I don't know, man. I just want to talk about rugby. I want to talk about the refs.
Yeah, and that's the thing. You said it right. Like, it's not just us complaining about the refs. It's everyone. And it's taking away a game. Like, when I was watching this not last week, the week before, Ireland versus New Zealand game, it took 53 minutes to get through that first half.
Yeah.
It's wild.
Yeah.
And that was because of stupid plays start, and it was the TMO they kept coming in.
You know what is my favorite thing, though, is when the TMO goes, I want to look at potential foul play. They bring it up, and it's horseshit. And even the referee goes, there's nothing here. Like, as the TMO, you've got the time to look at it multiple times before bringing it up. If you can tell that it's clear and obvious that it's not anything going on, why we keep bringing it up? Like I said, there needs to be a set place where the TMO can come in and the TMO can't come in. Will that lead to more mistakes and things getting missed? Sure. But at least then it's consistent.
Yeah. Maybe the refs, the TMOs, like, work off commission. And the more they stop and bring up calls, they get like a bonus.
If the TMO gets involved at least 5 times per half, he gets an extra 10K at the end of the month.
Yeah, no, but it was cooked. Like in our game, I reckon the cameraman that got taken out had a harder hit. It was just...
That's where I saw a post of the cameraman off during, like, because he also had one of those like GoPro head cameras on,
Did
and you
he?
just see he's got a good angle on the thing, and then all of a sudden, two giants just come and clean him out, and he gets up and he's got the biggest smile on his face.
Yeah, yes. No, I haven't seen that, but that's funny.
Yeah, it was cool. It was cool. But my goodness, I like you said, we haven't been here for a while, so we're back. Mostly my fault, but anyway. Um, the rugby this autumn series has been fantastic. It has been so great to watch. Saturdays have been awesome because there's a early kickoff all the way to late kickoff. It's rugby, 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 rugby. It's been great.
For you.
I it's not my fault you live on a weird place,
Yeah, no.
weird side
It's
of the
no, but it
world.
has been good. It's been good watching all the rugby. I've been so disappointed with Australia. I don't know what I expected or why I thought they were going to do better, but they've
Who,
just
Australia?
completely, yeah, they've just fallen off the wagon. Like,
Yeah, what was I can't remember the stat now that I saw. It was like they went on a 4 game win streak, and now I think they're on a 7 game lose streak or something like that. And I was
yeah,
like, Australia's back, baby.
I think that they cannot get into the top six now for the
For
World
the
Cup. Yeah,
draw. Yeah. That was what one of the New Zealand pundits were talking about for France. And they were saying France messed up because they didn't bring a full strength squad to the New Zealand tour. So they lost points there. Then they haven't exactly had a good autumn series. Obviously, they beat Fiji this weekend, but if you look at the rankings, Fiji's not going to drive them up. So now, when it comes to the draw, they're not going to be in one of the top spots. So it's a unfortunate for French rugby, but who cares?
yeah. Um,
um,
yeah.
I want to dive into that red card on Franco
Which one?
Mostert.
Yeah,
Which one? Yeah, the red cards for everybody. W- The the arm that made contact, the reason they say there was no, you can't use mitigation is because the action was always illegal. So the arm that made contact didn't look as if it was wrapping. That's what they're saying. But if you watch it back, I'm not even talking about the contact on the chest and
yeah,
then the head or head first, because the way they described it was he grabbed his head and rammed it into his shoulder multiple times. The other arm was wrapping. Now, if you hit someone and your arm is coming forward and then the momentum changes, do you think your arm's going to continue to wrap or it's going to be knocked behind you?
you've got it's yeah. That's the thing, and nobody tackles like this.
No, you
No one's
can't.
running and going.
Also, he wasn't the first man to make the tackle, so there was a dynamic change in direction as well.
Yeah,
And then if you go back to the French game, Oki was on his knees.
yeah,
So if there was no last minute change in direction, these tackles would have been legal. There wouldn't
yeah,
have been a problem with them. And like I just feel like the refs aren't looking at the whole situation realistically. They're looking at it in slow motion and then still getting it wrong because of the chest and the head. Now, if you hit someone as hard as we are tackling people, things are going to look rough. If you look at the Quagga Smith tackle at the end
you
of
put
the
him back.
Italian game, where he killed him. The ref even told him, "Take your time getting up." It was a hard hit. If those tackles, if you slow them down, everyone's head is going to be doing a funny thing. And you just, I don't know, man. I think Rassi Erasmus said, I don't know how much lower we can make someone who's 6'4", who's tackling someone on their knees to get lower.
Yeah,
So I think it was Stephen Kitsov's Instagram page. He said, we're going to put Cut the KAK on at 5 to deal with the height difference with the tackling.
yeah. You just get a whole bunch of a whole bunch of scrum
Everyone's got to
halves.
be my height. Everyone's got to be under 6 foot, and that's it. We could no more tall players in the game, and we'll get no more red cards. I don't know. And also, they introduced the 20-minute red card, and in both of ours, they're like, no, we're not even going to send it to the bunker. That's it. You're off forever.
That's what pissed me off the
Lifetime
most about it.
ban. Your son
Yeah,
can never play rugby. It's
yeah. I mean, I don't agree that Mostert's one was a red card in any way, shape, or form. But yeah, for them to just decide, nah, she's going off. Like the whole reason why we have that
bunker review.
is for that shit to happen, and they
Yeah.
just like, no.
Yeah, the bunker review. He's got no other job in the game but to look at the card and to decide if it's red or yellow. So if there's any doubt, give him the yellow and then let him decide if it's permanent. Because then the game can go on, and
Yeah.
homie who's sitting back with his legs up, waiting for something to happen, he's got his feet on the sofa or whatever it is. Give him 8 minutes to look at every angle in as much slow motion and full speed as he needs to, and let him make the decision. And I just, I don't know. Again, I don't want to talk about refs. I want to talk about rugby because the rugby's been so fucking good.
Yeah.
But it's been so inconsistent and wild that you can't not talk about it if you want to talk about the game these days.
Yeah, it is cooked. This last, I think just this autumn series has been particularly bad. Like, I don't know if it's the refereeing styles or if something's changed from the top with
Maybe they're trying something like World Rugby was like, let's do it this way during this series and see what we need to fix before the season starts next year.
what ban all the Springbok players, give them bans so that they can't play.
Yeah, that's it. Ban as many Springbok players before the Ireland game this weekend, and then we'll play with 14 men. Maybe we'll start with 14, and then they'll give us a green card 20 minutes in, and then we can bring on a new player and we'll play with 15.
Yeah, I'm into it. Yeah.
And then we spoke about this on the phone during the game. I just want to talk about it because I find it hilarious. The outside center for Italy, when Pollard scored that drop goal.
Yeah.
And I can't remember which prop he ran into, but he changed direction, jumped into him, fell over. It was perfect for being at the stadium they were in because it was a fantastic football dive.
Yeah.
It was ridiculous.
Yeah, ran to Vilko Low.
Also, Vocalo was nowhere near Pollard.
No.
He wasn't even facing Pollard. He was running the other direction.
But I also think that that's another bit of those ones where they want to speed up the game, and you give Pollard a penalty right in front of the post. Like,
you know what? Yes, let's say Vocalo changed direction and blocked 13. He didn't. The 13 ran into Vocalo, who was running away. By the way, he was running that way. We know Pollard's going to slot it from 20 meters out in front of the post.
yeah.
You know, like when you kick into touch and you get a line out and there's a penalty from the line out, you don't have to retake the kick.
Yeah.
It's the same thing. Give instead of
yeah, it was
that one made
like, what a waste of going back up and down. And that game, there was a TMO coming in.
Yeah.
For if you applied any logic to what happened, the outcome was never going to change.
I suppose you could argue, because South Africa had penalty advantage, you could argue that South Africa then don't take the 3 points and they kick into touch and they try to score a try, or they take a scrum, or they tap and go.
So more points.
Yeah.
Worst case scenario is there would have been more points.
Worst case scenario, we score 7, not 3.
Yeah.
I've only got 2 more points from the South African game. Willemse.
Fuck, he was so good. How good was he in that game? He was seeing things happen before they happened.
And then his decision making was incredible. His position play was fantastic.
Yeah.
It was so good. Honestly, without that performance from Willemse, I don't think we would. I think Italy would have got quite far ahead at the end of the first half.
Yeah, no, 100%. The kicks that they were doing, Willemse was just in the right spot, stealing the ball from their wing. He was
great.
Outstanding.
And then talking about top-notch players, Andre Esterhuizen is just a powerhouse. I don't know what's the best way to describe him, because he doesn't run angles. He just runs as if he's a bulldozer. He runs like a prop with the speed of an outside center.
Yeah.
It's
yeah, that was cooked. What about Hooker? Ethan Hooker. We have an oak named Ethan Hooker who normally plays wing, playing an inside center, and in the 55th minute he was packing his scrum and flank.
Yeah, there's far too many positions. Hooker, inside center, outside center, wing, flank. By the way things are going, maybe lock next week.
Yeah,
I don't know.
We might need to. Yeah, it was...
And then I'm so glad he got his try at the end of the game as well.
Yeah, first Springbok, I reckon, first of many.
Yeah. Yeah, he's blown me away. I know weeks ago when he first started for us. I was like, I don't know about Ethan Hooker, blah 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 blah. Very wrong. He's fantastic. Put him anywhere. I
Well,
think
yeah,
he started at inside center.
started 12.
Started at 12. He did scrum at flank, and then he ended the game on wing.
Yeah.
Also, how terrible for a referee, because we had a 12 at 14, we had a 16, not as a replacement hooker, but as a prop. You know, when you're
Yeah, we
calling
had
numbers,
our replacement hooker was playing eighth man.
yes, exactly. But by the way things went, he played full game at eighth, didn't have to go in at hooker, and starting hooker played the whole game. But chaos, absolute chaos. And then my last point is on Grant Williams' try of Magical Moody.
Yeah.
Told you, he's always got one moment. He's always got
Yeah.
a moment in a game changer. Great run down the wing. But as he passes the ball to Williams, I don't know if you saw it, he shifts just a little bit to his right before he receives the ball.
Yeah.
And that's what made him impossible for that first tackle. That's why he broke that tackle. He sidestepped him before he got the ball.
He's so quick. His acceleration is unreal. Like, I think I said it to you. Like, if I tried to do what he did, I would pull and rip every tendon I'd rip tendons I didn't know I had.
If for whatever reason you got the magic to accelerate as fast as he does, that's it. Your legs will break because your legs wouldn't know what to do. He's incredible.
Easy.
He's great. I'm so happy we have him. Anything more on the Springbok game, Chad, before we shift over to the English game?
No, I reckon we can talk about
the scrums, maybe.
I don't want to talk about the scrums. They were
now. Look,
there was problems in that department. Rusty was in code brown.
But I can't believe the number of changes to the forward pack within the first 30 minutes. That's gotta hurt your
Rusty
soul a
was
little
just
bit.
like fucking being like out.
Yeah, you can't scrum off. You can't scrum off.
Yeah, it was.
Now,
because Vilcolo came on in the 20th minute, I remember. Yeah,
we said, imagine how exhausted that front five must be at the end of that game, because normally you get 50 minutes in.
Yeah,
some of them had to play 65 minutes.
Vilcolo, the oak, and he's got to move a lot of mass.
So much mass. Huge boyki. Yeah, those scrums were a little scary, but I think the ref missed a few scrumming
they were scrubbing in for sure.
But hey,
but still, how many other teams have we just?
But then I'm curious if we put it's so I wouldn't say, let's say the starting 8 that we had against France. If we have those 8 in the same position against Italy without the red card, I don't think it would have been the same sort of scrumming situation. So,
well, that's what I'm saying. Like, we were pushing back
to be made. Yeah.
That kind of leads into the thing I was going to talk about. Like, but I don't want to talk. We can go touch back on it later.
No, go ahead. Let's hear it.
Who do we pick? Do we pick the team that we played against France with, or do we pick the team like we played New Zealand in Wellington? What side do you think Rusty's going to pick? Or is it a mixture of both?
I think it's going to be a little bit of a mixture of both. I mean, look, the team in Wellington and the team that beat France, very similar. But I think we're just going to go with the best 23 now. Because
is Pollard in or Pollard not in?
I don't
That's
see
a big
how you
difference,
can't.
I reckon.
I don't think how you can't play Sasha at the moment in your big games. He's proven that he's got it.
Marnie came on last week and did fantastic.
And this week.
That's what I mean. Sorry, that's what I mean last week.
Yeah. It's so fun to be spoiled for choice at fly half, because we normally never are.
No.
So I'm very happy to have it, but I do think that it's. I mean, I'm definitely no Rassi, but I would start with Sasha and put Marnie on the bench, so no Pollard.
No Pollard.
Just based off current form. It's no disrespect to Pollard, because Pollard's great.
I'd have Pollard in only because his goal kicking would come in clutch, and it's going to be such a close game, I reckon. Byron? Sorry, had internet issues.
You were saying, I said Sasha starts, Marnie on the bench. You said maybe Pollard on the bench. I said no disrespect. We love Pollard. I just think based off current form, you got to leave. You got to let those that are crushing it, let them crush.
Yeah, and like, yeah, he did.
And he was great against Italy. He did nothing wrong.
Yeah, no, nothing, absolutely nothing.
Yeah. No.
It's such a problem to have. Like, it is such, and because they all play such different games.
Yes.
Like, they control the game, do it very differently.
Yeah. I think Libok's got the best control of the game off the boot. Sasha's more of a dynamic runner, and then Pollard just brings that calm to the back line. It's like you said, it's a great problem to have, but Rusty usually makes the right call, so just let him do it.
Yeah, I saw his win rate is like 76% or something. Okay, it's pretty good. 76% and climbing. Yeah.
I know this game against Ireland is so exciting. It sucks that it's at the end of the tour because I feel like sucks because I think we were. I don't think Ireland were as good at the beginning of the tour as what they are now.
No.
But in terms of getting a good game of rugby, both teams are kind of hitting their peak for the tour.
Yeah,
it's going to be exciting.
It's going to be a goodie,
especially if we have 15 men on the field for the whole game. That would be.
If we get another red card this week, dude, what the fuck is going to happen?
Okay, look, if it's blatant, if someone choke slams...
if it's a red card and it's a red card, it's like that post I put on today from 998.
Exactly. If it's like that game and someone gets a card, you can't argue about it. But if they hit him on the chest and they just because he fucking breaks his chest cavity, that's not our fault. That's not a red card.
It's...
I had a comment about the England game. And I want to say it because I was wrong. So I thought the way
nobody knew what you said, so you didn't have to admit
but I want to admit it. I had an opinion.
Yeah.
And my opinion was wrong. No one knows what it was. I'll tell you my opinion and then I'll tell you I was wrong.
Yeah.
I thought the way England started was the same way the French started against us.
Yeah.
They were doing too much at the start of the game. And I thought England were going to die out as the game went on. Like France did. The way France started against us, I thought, what are we going to do? How are we going to stop them? Come 35 minutes into the game, the French were exhausted. They got a little bit back at the start of the second half. They got some energy when the replacements came on. But come the 60th minute, the French were exhausted again. Yeah. I thought the same was going to happen to England because the way they started against New Zealand, they were doing everything. Everyone was everywhere at all times, at full speed. It was chaos. And they did dial it back, but they never flattened out. Yeah. So I want to say I was wrong there. That's my opinion that I got wrong after starting to watch that game.
I'm glad you shared it with us.
The world's a better place now that they know it.
It is. Children have been saved. Thank you. Thank you for your service, Byron.
The rhinos will come back to Africa. It's going to be now that's out into the world.
Yeah.
Great game. Fun game to watch.
It was good.
Unless you were a New Zealand fan.
Well, the first 20 minutes, I thought it was going to be a cricket score. Yeah. I was like, oh, there's no hope for them.
What's your opinion on the way England did the V towards the haka and then Pollock licking his lips? I think I saw something
licking his lips thing. I was just like
at the kebab shop.
I was like, what a puss! Like, fuck. I didn't mind the V. I thought they'd done that before. New Zealand were walking forward during the haka. Mm-hmm. The licking the lips thing is just.
And look, I know he's bringing this new dynamic to English rugby, but he's still very young. And I think, I don't know, some people might have taken it as a little disrespectful. And then if you look at the older players in the New Zealand side, do you really want to be disrespectful to like an Ardie Savia who's just such a great human and an incredible rugby player? You know what? Like, it's a little unnecessary.
Yeah. I mean, did you see how they celebrated after they won?
Those four TikTok dance. The only thing worse than that is the Pom Squad.
Oh, I was just about to say, I was like, the fucking Pom Squad. Can we just, for a second,
It's You know what's the worst part about it? Besides the name, because the name's horrific. But the part that I also truly hate about it is when South Africa introduced the bomb squad. Everyone said this is against the sport. It's
The
not what
ethos of
rugby
the
is
game is
about.
what I
Yeah, the
believe old
ethos
mate
of the
said.
game. It's dangerous. Rugby needs to step in. Now everyone's doing it, and they're even putting terrible names to it. It's the whole thing's a disaster
Yeah, and
and
it was
hilarious. Because everyone's a hypocrite.
when I first heard them say the bomb squad, I was like, I in my mind heard bomb squad. I was like, all right. And then I heard them say it again, and they said the bomb squad, and I was like, what?
Yeah, oof. And the thing that makes it, like I said, the name itself sucks. But to take something that you badmouthed when they started doing it against the ethos of the game, and now you're doing it and you put a worse name on it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's like buying
terrible.
something from Temu.
But worse.
Yeah.
I
Can you
did have a question.
imagine being part of the bomb squad?
Yeah, you'd be asked to like, can I rather start or maybe I'll play the next game.
Yeah, it'd be like, oh, I've got a niggle, my knee, something's wrong.
I don't want to play if that's gonna be my name's gonna be on there.
Yeah.
In the first half, no, was it the first half? I don't remember now. Why were New Zealand taking so many taps? There was a situation where they were in the opposition's 10 and they took a tap instead of kicking for touch.
Yeah.
Then there was another one where they were like 10 meters out and instead of kicking for touch or taking the scrum, they tapped again. And I was like, what are you Oaks doing? You've got the great opportunity to gain ground here. And it wasn't a quick tap. Everyone was settled. They were 10 meters back and then they just tapped and ran and then nothing happened from it. Is this
I think
something
they're
they
just
were
trying to do something
trying?
different. Because, I mean, from a line-out perspective, Itojo is pretty good at getting up there and stealing ball. So from like a stats perspective, I could kind of see why. But yeah, I mean, at that level, you'd still give it a go, especially being that close. 9 out of 10
It's that
times, they're not
close,
going
yeah,
to
they
send
don't
someone
always
up.
compete.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not always going to compete. You know, I feel like if you're 40 meters away from the try line, if it's a quick tap, sure, if there's a gap or whatever, but if the defense is settled and it's 40 meters from what are you doing? You're wasting a penalty.
Yeah.
Even off a free kick, they're given up and under.
Yeah, I don't know. It was a weird game. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see.
And then I've only got 2 more points on the New Zealand game, unless you got something. The English New Zealand game.
I think,
Yeah.
Cody Taylor,
Is,
fantastic
yes,
player.
Cody Taylor, yellow card. Not a yellow, but because of my disdain towards Cody Taylor, when he got a yellow, I celebrated because I was like, yeah, he didn't do anything that deserves a yellow, but he's a bit of a cunt, so send him off.
Byron absolutely hates him. Don't know why. It's like
because
I think Cody Taylor must have stolen Byron's lunch money more than one time.
He doesn't have to be an arsehole every time he plays. That's what it is. He doesn't. He's good. He's great. He's a brilliant rugby player. But whenever something's going on, he's the arsehole. Just that's all I'm saying is if he's not the arsehole in every game, I won't have a problem with him. There's no if you look at how like Richie McCaw played, right? Always the arsehole. Great rugby player. If he just was an arsehole 20% less, I wouldn't hate him as much. Some of these Oaks need to be an arsehole to be good on the field, and I'm not a fan of that, and that's why I don't like Cody Taylor.
Our Kiwi viewers are going to unsubscribe, report us for you saying that
I just
Richie
hope
McCaw...
Cody Taylor never hears this. That's
You never know.
But yeah, I was happy he went off. He didn't deserve it. It wasn't a yellow card. I think that happens all the time in every ruck. Was it a penalty? Yes, sure. He did play the ball on the floor, no problem. But a yellow card was harsh.
Yeah, that was.
And I think one of the commentators was saying, I think that was New Zealand's like first or second penalty in the whole game.
Yeah,
and I was like, it was an unnecessary call. But again, I was happy to see him go for 10 minutes. The other last point I had on that game was Damien McKenzie.
Yeah, old D-Mac.
He should have been brought on earlier.
100%. How fucking good was he?
That the game last week was against Scotland. I
Oh,
don't
that
know, like
try.
the physics don't make sense. The
No.
fact that he scored that try, so I don't get it. I don't understand it. It makes no sense. It was incredible to watch, and I think at the moment he's the best All Black, and
Damien
he needs more
McKenzie?
game time.
Yeah. Damien McKenzie's the best All Black at the moment.
At the moment. But
Yeah.
it's hard to say that just because of Artie Sevilla
Yeah.
doesn't ever do anything wrong. It's so frustrating.
Yeah.
But it still sucks that England won. Ugh.
I know. What about the Wales-Japan game? That ended in a fucking...
I've got a question on that actually, and I don't know if you know the answer to this. If a referee calls, when a maul starts and a maul stops, the referee says use it.
Yeah.
Then if it goes again, it can go. If it stops, the referee normally gives 2 use it. Then after that, even if it's moving forward, you got to get rid of it because the referee said use it for the second time.
Yeah, you got 5
I've
seconds.
seen this before. You can't just keep it in. If you watch that last maul, the ref says use it and it moves again. Fine, no problem. Then it stops. Then the ref says use it. At that point, you've got 5 seconds to get rid of it, regardless of what happens. The maul then moves forward again and then stops and then goes down, and then Wales get the penalty advantage. And my question is that the correct way for how that should have been handled?
We have to get a ref on. I don't think so.
The way I understand the rules is the second use it, regardless of what you have to use it on the second one, regardless of what happens. The more it can go another 40. It doesn't matter because the ref said use it. But the more went going again, and then they got the penalty advantage. And I don't think, from my limited knowledge, I don't think that's the correct call, and I think Wales didn't deserve to win it anyway. But the way that they won it at the end, I don't think was the right call from the ref either. But I could be wrong. So if someone actually knows that rule, please let me know, because I'm genuinely curious, because it pissed me off.
Yeah, we have to. We'll get a referee.
We did have someone once where we asked a question about one of the rules, and someone dropped it in the comments. So hopefully that same person watches and drops it in the comments and lets me know.
Yeah.
Then the Japan
on that game.
15.
I was going to say the balls and the confidence that what was his name, Jared Evans, to kick that over. It's up there with Pollard.
Yeah.
Pollard levels. That was incredible.
And it was
right from kick. The tough from the corner.
Mm-hmm.
It was, and it had nothing but R's for the middle of the poles. It was good.
Look, if you're Welsh, it's such a great moment. It's a great moment too.
That was their first win there in 2 years, and that used to be like the Eden Park, like the fortress.
But Reece Summit is making a difference instantly coming back from the NFL.
Yeah.
They missed that,
every single time he got the ball, he was getting over the advantage. Like every single time. He
does need to make some less selfish decisions, but I think that's just coming back into union after being in the NFL.
Yeah.
Wales was missing a fast, dynamic runner, and now they've got it in him because he's good. He's great.
Yeah. Speaking of fast,
Japan
dynamic runners,
15.
Hey,
Japan number 15.
Yeah,
I think he made his debut when we played him in the series.
Yeah,
he still plays for his university side.
Yeah,
he's not even in the J League yet. I think it's called J League, or is that the football?
I know.
Anyway, he's a college player.
Yeah,
plays at his university, and he is fearless.
Doesn't care.
And quick, fast, great decision making. I'm excited to see what happens with the Japanese 15. He's exciting. I like him.
Yeah. That's the thing. Eddie Jones is really great at spotting that shit.
He's great.
Putting a whole team to do that, it's rough.
Yeah, he's great at finding individuals, but putting a team together might not be his strong point.
Yeah, but he keeps getting jobs, so we'll see. Yeah, but that was, good game. But
and then
you mentioned fast and dynamic. Is there anything else you want to speak about that game?
The Australia game.
I want to skip that game. We can come back to it.
Okay.
Scotland, Argentina. Speaking about fast dynamic, ignore the first half. That second half was, like I was saying to you, because that was on Monday morning at 4 a.m. was the kickoff for that game. I fell asleep at halftime, thinking that
Scotland were going to run away with it.
Argentina's gonna get beaten like a redheaded stepchild. I watched the highlights, the second half highlights. When they were attacking, it was the entire backline and like one or two loose forwards running all in the same direction. It was incredible to see.
The backline were running like forwards, but with the whatever the right word is.
Big words, yeah.
Dynamism, that's definitely not right. Anyway, you know what I'm trying to say.
Dynamism, that's going to be the title of this video.
Dynamism. They were running with the aggression of the forwards, but with the ability to run like backs. Argentina had such a good second half, an aggressive second half. I loved watching it.
They scored 5 tries in like 20 odd minutes.
So they had the interview with the captain at the end of the game, and he said something. They said, "What did you change in the second half that you weren't able to do in the first?" And he said, No. What we did in the first half allowed us to do what we did in the second half. He said because the way they ran, the way they kicked, it made Scotland tired. And it was just a matter of time before Scotland couldn't keep up with them.
Is it Jamie Joseph? Who's the coach of not Jamie Joseph, no.
Of Argentina, it's Contamponi.
Oh, it is too. Yeah, I didn't see that. That's some good stuff.
That's great stuff because if that's the game plan for not for every team. I don't think you can tire a team like New Zealand. You can't tire a team like the Springboks. But we saw it against France. They got tired against us. So if Argentina are using that as a tactic, that's exciting. I like that. But a great game. Finn Russell is so good. And I don't understand why. Because it doesn't look like he's trying.
Yeah.
But he always does. It's fantastic to watch him play. Not the best tackler. He's not great on defense.
No, terrible.
But on offense, he's exciting. He always makes the right decision.
Those long passes that he can just
try.
Yeah.
He sold me with his eyes, and I was watching at home.
Yeah, no.
It was a great game.
He is good. We'll go back to the
Ireland, Australia.
You go.
No, you go, because I don't really have an opinion on this game.
Had so much hope for Australia. I thought so going into the game, I thought it was going to be a cricket score, and Ireland were just going to absolutely blow them away. Being Australia held themselves okay until probably like the 60th minute, and then it was just penalty, like the same stuff that happened when they lost against Argentina
and New Zealand.
Yeah, but I was just
Hansen at 15 was so dangerous.
Yeah,
but what I did notice in that Ireland game, why can't I think of his name now? The New Zealand winger for Ireland, Low. Besides him, they weren't that good in the air.
Yeah, true.
And I don't think... I think the best player at the moment in the air is Will Stewart from England.
Yeah.
And then Will Jordan for New Zealand. But I think if you compare Australia in the air versus the Springboks in the air, I think South Africa can put a lot of pressure on Ireland in that part of the game.
Yeah.
Because maybe because it was just Australia, they don't have to try that hard. But they didn't look that solid in the air. But everywhere else on the field, they looked good. Gibson Park, fantastic. You had a great game at scrum.
Yeah, I'm keen to see, and it kind of like touches on, because I feel like Ireland's going to pull a lot of momentum from that game. It's going to be interesting to see who they choose to. And the two positions I think are going to be really crucial in that game is our scrum half and our fly half. I feel like it's going to be really, really important.
Who are you preferring? I'm curious.
I don't know. I have no idea. I just know it won't be Faf. Like I don't think Faf's ready to come straight into a game like that. Even though he's got so much more experience. I'd love to see a Grant Williams start, but I reckon it's probably going to be a Quibus.
See, the
I've
thing
just
with
been worried
Grant,
about Quibus, and he's been so many knock-ons, and we can't.
yeah, but he played great against France.
He did.
He was great against France. The thing with Grant Williams being on the bench versus starting is you can use Grant Williams on the wing. So if there's an injury, it's easier to slot him in at wing or somewhere else in the back line than you can with Quibus.
Wouldn't you just have him move
I
to the wing
suppose
and bring on
I
Quibus?
suppose he could start at scrummy, and then if he needs to move to wing, he can bring Quibus on at 9 and move Grant to wing.
You can even put Quibus on the wing too. But yeah,
He did actually play one game out there on wing, but the pace of Grant Williams is so exciting on the wing.
Yeah.
So you're, I mean, I agree. Excuse me. It's probably going to be Quibus starting at 9 and Grant on the bench. But yeah, even if you swap those two around, I think it would still be fine.
Yeah, the only reason why I'd have Quibus coming off the bench again is for the experience. So you've got Quibus and you've got Andre coming off the bench in my mind.
But do you know? The other thing I thought of is how dangerous is it to have a fresh pair of Grant Williams legs on at 60 minutes?
Good call. Yeah, you'd burn.
At that point, he burns anybody on the field.
Anybody, even that cameraman that was in that other game.
That cameraman needs a contract for somebody. Someone needs to put him on the field. That was so Australia. Good. That was so good to watch. That was fantastic. I love that. I can't even remember which game it was, but I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah, that was great. And then I didn't watch the France Fiji game. I
didn't watch either. I watched some of the highlights and try. I watched the Poles make a try-saving tackle. Well, a missed tackle. Stopped.
I think it was the French 9 who ran into the post. That was rough. I guess that's why it's padded.
Yes, I remember.
Yeah, I missed that game. But also,
yeah.
No offense to Fiji, but I don't think a France-Fiji game should be that close.
No.
Is this Fiji getting better, or is this France?
I think Fiji's getting better.
They need to be?
I think Fiji's been playing a lot more rugby. I think now that they're in Super Rugby, they're getting a lot more exposure. So I reckon Fiji's doing better. I mean, and they went into the finals last year, and if it wasn't for that one unlucky pass, they would have won their game.
Oh, yes. Oh, that was heartbreaking.
I was gutted. Yeah. So Fiji's not a bad side. They're not what they used to be. They're the new Argentina, I reckon.
I don't see a game next week for Fiji.
No, I don't think they are playing.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Do you want to talk about next week's fixtures?
Yeah, okay. I've got all of them up in here. I've got all the ones, even from Namibia and Brazil. And Samoa versus Belgium.
Yeah. Tomorrow, that's a big game. Tomorrow, Samoa, Belgium.
Yeah.
Winner is the last place for the World Cup.
I reckon it's going to be Samoa, but I'm gunning for Belgium. Just because.
It will be so exciting.
Belgium. Yeah, it'll be so fun.
Yeah. So that's
I'm looking
Tuesday.
At the betting odds. It's 10-1, so the bookies are not keen on.
Yeah, but I mean, shame. If you look at the Belgian squad, there's a few Oaks in there who aren't professional players, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, same as Netherlands.
Yeah, so that checks. But it would be so. I mean, is this the first one that Namibia is not going to be in a while? Zimbabwe qualified over Namibia this year, which is exciting.
Yeah, I'm also keen. I want to get a Zimbabwe jersey. Yeah.
Yes,
so difficult to find though.
But I think we have to wait for 2027 to get one.
Yeah, I mean there are some older ones, but yeah.
Yeah. No, we want 2027.
Yeah. That'll be cool. Shout out to Bumper. You could probably find one at Bumper Vintage.
I'm gonna wait for 27 for a Zimbabwe jersey. But thanks anyway, Bumper. So that's Tuesday. And then we go on to Saturday, first game of the weekend, Georgia, Japan. I'm actually excited for that because it's two very different rugby styles.
Yeah, one's straight direct, other one's run around. I reckon Japan will win that one. Japan's too fit.
I'm excited to watch it. I think I agree with you. I think Japan will take that.
Yeah.
But I think it's going to be a good game. It's going to be an interesting game to watch. I think whoever refs that's going to have a long day.
Yeah.
They're going to have a long day. Then shame. Then we've got Wales, New Zealand. Only one winner there. Wales. No.
Can you imagine? Betting odds on that one are 15-1.
It's so heartbreaking.
I don't even know if I'm going to wake up for that one, to be honest.
No, I don't think you're going to miss much. I think I'll put it on, and I think once New Zealand got up by 20, I'll leave it on in the background and go do something else.
So the first 10 minutes. I feel bad.
Damien McKenzie will probably start that one, actually. I hope.
I fucking actually hope he does, because he deserves a start.
The thing that sucks about that is, how do you bench Barrett?
How do you bench Pollard?
Okay, you're right. I hate it when you're right. You're right.
He's the Marnie or Sasha of New Zealand. Yeah.
The thing that still blows my mind is that New Zealand have the best fly half in the world, and they can't pick him.
Well, yeah. I know he's coming back next year, I think, or 27.
That's scary.
Literally just so that he can
play the World Cup.
Yeah. And fair enough.
And if they don't pick him,
they don't deserve to get into the semis.
Then give him he needs to go get citizenship somewhere else. Because I want to watch him play, except against the Springboks. I want to watch him play against everybody else.
Yeah. Yeah.
Then we have Ireland Springboks. We know who we want to win that game. That's so good. It's going to be so good.
We're the favourites for that game, eh?
I would say so. But, with World Rugby and the refereeing, who knows?
Who is the referee?
Did you see that post that was like, when's Rassie going to release his starting 14?
I was going to make that joke too. But yeah, it's fucking cooked. But I like your idea of the green card. 20 minutes in or whenever it is.
That's it.
Ref can make the call. Be like, okay, release the dogs.
That's it. You guys need another player. Let's go. Italy Chile is a weird game. I guess it's to give Chile some exposure, but there's only going to be one winner there.
What about the France-Australia game?
I would say at the beginning of the series, I would have said France any day of the week. Given that both teams are not at their best, it might be a good game. It might be a close game. But I'm still leaning France.
Yeah.
And then Sunday, Scotland-Tonga. That's exciting. Tonga is actually, I was the team I got to watch in the 23 World Cup, was the Springboks Tonga.
Some big units there.
Big units, but I think it'll probably be a Scotland win. Scotland have looked good this whole series. They gave New Zealand...
There's not even betting odds on that game.
That's because no one in New Zealand's awake for that game, so no one's going to bet on it.
2 a.m. on a Monday, 2:40 a.m.
Would you wake up at 2:40 a.m. to watch that game?
That game, no.
Yeah, that's what I figured. But then the England-Argentina game, I think that's going to be a cracker.
If Argentina can do what they did last weekend against Scotland, I'm all for it. I'll wake up at 5 a.m. to watch that game on a Monday.
But England are obviously running on a high. Whenever you beat New Zealand, it feels so good.
Yeah, these socials are doing my fucking head in.
This is the problem with the English. That's why everyone dislikes them so much. Is because when they do well. Well, so that's the thing. I think I saw a stat. They're on a 9-game win streak, but they haven't played Ireland and they haven't played the Boks in those 9 games.
9 games, but they've played the USA, Fiji.
That's why I said they haven't beat. They did beat France in there. They did beat New Zealand in there. They haven't beat Ireland.
I'm looking at their things. Let me fucking go in here. They lost to Ireland.
Yes.
They beat France by 1 point. They beat Scotland by 1 point. They beat Italy. They beat Wales, who I feel a schoolboy side could do at this point. They beat Argentina. Then they beat the USA, the Wallabies, Fiji.
Yeah, the 2 big wins are France and New Zealand.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. But if you're a South African, if you're an English fan, you swear that they are the best things that's ever been created. And that's the problem with the English fans. Because if they had lost that game to New Zealand, then everyone in England is calling them shit and they should never
Getting a
play
new
rugby.
coach. Yeah.
Everything about them is horrible. We hate them. But then they win the game and then they're put on a pedestal. And that's why the English fans are so annoying. Because they're more inconsistent than the referees.
Yeah. And then they go do TikTok dances, and I'm just like, you fucking.
That one that one
As
hurts
a
the
rugby
soul.
fan, it hurts.
Because they're like, we say this all the time. They're all bigger and stronger than us. We're not going to argue that. But then when you see that as a rugby player doing that after beating New Zealand, of all the teams in the world that you could have beaten, to celebrate like that, it hurts. It hurts. I don't know why. I don't know what it is, but it just doesn't look or feel right.
Because it's not right.
It's not right. It's wrong. It's wrong.
Yeah.
We don't know why, but it's wrong. So I guess, who do you pick for the England-Argentina game?
My heart says Argentina, my brain says England.
Fair. Yeah, I guess that's a good way to look at it. And then something that I saw while we were having our technical issues is there's a new format for next year's autumn series, or not just the autumn series. Let me read it out to you if you don't mind. Give me half a second to bring it up. It's called the Nation Championship 2026. And what it is, it's the Northern Hemisphere versus the Southern Hemisphere, of course. And it starts with rounds 1 to 3 are in July next year. That's when the Northern Hemisphere teams come to the South and they play the 3 rounds of games. I'll just read out the Springbok fixtures. Everyone else can look at their other ones. 4th of July, South Africa play England. 11th of July, South Africa plays Scotland. And the 18th of July, South Africa play Wales. Then fast forward. Easy, buddy, easy.
Okay.
Fast forward to November, you play rounds 4 through 6. You have, Italy versus South Africa on the 8th. This is between Friday and Sunday, so it'll probably be on the 7th of November, Italy, South Africa. 12th of November is France, South Africa. And then the 21st of November is Ireland, South Africa. So that's quite a hard tour for South Africa at the end of that. Then what happens is on the weekend after that, so from the 27th to the 29th of November, 6th place in the North will play 6th place in the South on the Friday. 3rd place in the North will play 3rd place in the South on Friday. 5th North, 5th South, and 2nd North, 2nd South on the Saturday. And on the Sunday, 5th North, 4th South, 1st North, 1st South will play.
Jesus, that's a lot of rugby.
Well, it's the same number of rounds as what it is now. It's the 3 games in July and 4 games in November.
We're also playing the New Zealand, the greatest rivalry, and that's 4 games against New Zealand.
Yeah. Well, technically it's 2 less games than we would have played if it was the championship, which I still would prefer it to be.
Yeah, but they're not all against New Zealand. We play.
No.
Yeah. That's cool. I'm into that. That's
It's gonna be it's cool because it looks as if they've included Japan, even though they're a Northern Hemisphere side. They've included them as a Southern Hemisphere team, so they're gonna play as if that's what it looks like. And Fiji will be the other Southern Hemisphere side on tour.
Yeah, nice.
So we'll have New Zealand, Australia, Japan, Fiji, South Africa, and Argentina against Italy, France, Ireland, England, Scotland, and Wales. Will be the 6th Northern versus the 6th Southern.
I like it.
I think that's pretty cool. And then that weekend after that, 6th, 6th, 3rd, 3rd, 5th versus 1st, 2nd versus 2nd, 4th and 1st. I think that's cool. Kind of, it's what we always talk about. Who's the best in the South? Who's the best in the North? I think if you take this tour, it's pretty even results-wise, but I think the Southern Hemisphere is coming out on top at the moment.
100%.
Yeah, that's exciting. I like that. That was announced like 30 minutes before we started recording, so that's cool.
How good.
I think that's it, Chad. I think we cut all the cuck that needs to be cut.
I do. I reckon we'll have to maybe do a quick was over when Rusty names his starting 14.
Not a bad idea. Just a
Talk
quick
about.
good job, bad job, and then get ready for the weekend's games.
And yeah, we'll start trying to pump out our episodes early during the week.
Yeah, we're happy to be back. Thanks for bearing with us. You probably thought we gave up, but that wasn't the case. We're back.
Stuck with us.
Baby. Back like we never left. All right, Chad, I want to go. I don't want to be here anymore.
Chat. Have fun. Be good. Santa's watching.
For those that do know us, thank you for supporting. For those that are watching it for the first time, like, subscribe, share it with your grandma. She loves rugby too. And that's it.
Don't forget about the giveaway. I will be posting something as soon as this episode goes live. I'll whack it on the all the socials. So yeah, can't say no to free money and rugby jerseys. Blasphemy.
I mean, you can say no, but you shouldn't.
You can't say no.
Someone will say no.
I'll
say no. I'll go on. I'll find someone to say no just to prove my point. Okay, that's enough. I'm done talking to you. Goodbye.
Okay.
I hate you.
Cheers, boys and girls.